First, the top news headlines. Kids demand Prime Minister, Chief Minister to reopen schools. MSU reiterates stance against collection of school fees. Assam Rifles nabs drug smuggler, seizes 13 kg of WY tablets. And NACNIM and NNPG agree in principle to come together. Very good evening and welcome to Times of Manipur. This is SURAJ Khongbantabam giving you the news. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. Now the news in detail. Young students in Jiribam district have appealed to the Prime Minister and Chief Minister of Manipur to initiate action for school reopening like the neighboring state Assam has done. The Assam government has, under certain COVID-19 guidelines, has allowed school reopening. Little Albin, a class 3 student of Cambridge School, urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren to reopen schools.
Coronavirus lakpaday akoy school ka jaba chahi ama phadore dubu akoy Prime Minister Pupu Modi na akoy pupu CM Biren na kabada akoy mating pambi school kabada.
Sanatombe Jiribam also expressed unhappiness over missing of classes.
Maram moyaga akoy school ka tabasi chahi ama phadore maram maduna Bharat ki Prime Minister Oriva Pupu Modi amadi Manipur ki Chief Minister Pupu Biren na mating khara pangbiu.
7 students said that the COVID-19 pandemic has taken a toll on people across the globe, especially the students, seriously affecting their life. She said that after the closure of her school for almost a year, she does not have the zeal to read anymore.
COVID-19 की मरम दा हाइजनिंग बदी अकोई होजिक चाही अमा फारे स्कूल होजिक पक्कारक तबा अदुगी होजिक अकोई से होजिक लारिक पानिंद्रे अदुगी पुपु मोदी अमदी मणिपुर की सीएम पुपु बिरेन अदुना मयामना अकोई बु होजिक मतेंग पांगबियोना हाइजरी.
Albin's mother, Thaudam Banita, said that most nations have confronted the same situation, and as a parent, she feels that online classes have little impact on the young students. She further said that the Prime Minister and Chief Minister should find a way for the student community.
Karamna mogi future si mangdana ba sahi si mangdana ba angang sing si mataw karamna like amuhan na tamba panghan sige haibasi government na simbiduna atuwa matanda school ka ba yabagi system asi puthokpina ba amadi aina angang parents amo ina government na appeal tawjari.
The Mizoram government has decided to regularly reopen schools for students of classes 10 and 12 from October 16, an Education Department official said. According to a media report, the decision was taken in accordance with the Union Home Ministry's order, which allowed states to reopen schools after October 15, depending on the COVID-19 situation in their respective states. School Education Department Director James Lalun Channa said the decision was taken during a meeting chaired by Education Minister Lalal Chandama Ralte yesterday. The Education Department has issued a separate Standard Operating Procedure (SOP) which should be followed by all the authorities of schools and hostels besides students, he said. Only those students who test negative for COVID-19 in rapid antigen tests will be allowed in hostels. The state government has partially reopened schools from September 21st last for students of classes 9 to 12, allowing them to consult their teachers on subject matters. Meanwhile, the All Manipur Students' Union AMSU today reiterated its stance against the decision of private school authorities in Manipur to collect monthly school fees from students from the month of April amid the pandemic. AMSU held a press meet at the union office located at DM College campus in Imphal. AMSU Human Resource Development Secretary Bruce Pabum described the decision of the State Education Minister endorsing school fee collection as unfortunate. Bruce also said that the order dated October 5th issued by Education as exemplified double-standard. He also warned of agitation in case the authority does not withdraw the decision soon.
Private school oja mayam su punjinarakaanda akhoi asoba voice ama raise toknabagi matam ado yaure haiba wafam si koi thamjage aduga mahiroi mayam dagi monthly fees maram chade collect to biganu haiba wafam siga oja mayam gi fee pi basiga samana na akhoi gi manaba miyeng line am da purakanda reciprocal oina school kharana AMSU na sumaina private school sing dagi monthly fees collect over thing but the private school gi or chadaba wafam ni data do like kind table da sapmana na yana clear over proven evidence kaluna na akhoi punamak debate to yai adu natabida hoi gi ahen ba business to bagi motive adudi lockdown manung gi lebak myam puna wamin rabna khoi punamak kathok minara kanda punna khoi gi mahire khunai amasum laibe education gi sector asi chakhotna ba punna khona minasi haiba wafam sam kana emsuna print namdi electronic media kuthang gi lebak myang infom thamjari.
Troops of 43 Assam Rifles seized 130,000 pieces of WY tablet weighing around 13 kg from a drug peddler along Indo-Myanmar border in the wee hours today. They arrested drug smuggler Mangnio Waifei, aged 24 years, son of Kaile Waifei, is a resident of Technopal Market. They arrested along with these seized contraband items was later handed over to More police station, a report said. The Political Affairs Mission PAM, formed by Opposition Naga People's Front NPF to help facilitate the ongoing peace talks to resolve the Naga political issue, has said that the National Socialist Council of Nagalim IM and the Naga National Political Groups NNPGs have agreed in principle to come together and discuss across the table issues related to the peace process. According to the report, the NACN-IM had last week said it has made its stand very loud and clear during the ongoing talks that there is no way forward without finalizing on Naga flag and constitution. The NPF-PAM in a statement said their objective is to bring the NACN-IM and the NNPGs made up of 7 outfits to a common understanding as both the groups are now engaged in negotiation with the Center for a Political Solution. After withdrawing from the Joint Legislatures Forum JLF on Naga political issue in August, the NPF constituted the PAM with the objective of further strengthening the ongoing talks between the Naga nationalist groups and the centre while continuing to play the role of an active facilitator on the Naga political issue. This statement said the two sides have agreed in principle to come together and discuss across table as proposed by the NPF-PAM in a separate meeting with both the groups. Well, it's time now for a short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
Nang medical ta masatpado Asia gina nang naktahang bala ini. General Nursing and Midwifery GNM 3 years course. 12 pass in arts or science stream in confused to become a part of one of the most respectable professional career of all time. 12 pass and above duration 3 years 6 months. BSc in Medical Radiology and Imaging Technology DMRI.
Ultrasound, MRI, CT scan, X-ray.
BSc in Medical Laboratory Technology.
BSc in Operation Theatre Technology.
Now, enjoy 20% extra on Kangla Popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla Rings.
Kangla.
Sina fare. Tan ba dinate ko? Aseng ba? Ay na pamba. Darkar ba grocery items singda. Red delivery app season araga order to biro loire. Chaning ba restaurant ki food po eraso. Overpay to budilare dana. Pot khuding ma discount pi baga loina na. Khudak te inakte yore isine. Red delivery for you.
Al Hayat, the best halal restaurant in Manipur. Miyam na pam na chanariba Al Hayat restaurant gi hauraba mathel khudingmak red delivery app ki khuthangda order to biraktuna yamna laina ahenba charges yaudana isa gi yumda thilaknabagi khudong chaba bijari. App si download tawduna app si gi khuthangda ngasima order to biyu. Chana thaknaba polam sing khaktanatana imung amada nongmar changdraba yadraba grocery item kaya marum suna fanglaba app ni. Ngasimak download tawbiyu Red Delivery for you.
Miyam gi thogal gi damak thong hangsare. Miyam gi damak ahong ba wai malda adom gi mathau taba apamba commercial vehicle amade machine sing wai binaba aikhoi gi phone number 9615846446 ta call to biraktuna deeper haiva excavator JCB Poklen Volvo excavator haiba singa sidage adom gi mathau taba apamba machine sing wai bi ba yaragani.
Thoibi, Thaza, cheng no slow. Ai khaw lo thogi.
Marks ti.
Kaigi marks no.
Kaigi marks no bu kaino. Hujik oiriba COVID-19 gi laichit asida marks yauduna thokpa habese khudong thiningai natra.
Thaza, ai sukhange. Ai anaba minati. Marks laibada changadaba sel duna ko mathap ahaw badum cha thokke.
Nangi sidi lairik hairaga laisu khangdaba habeduni. Marks upana chinna tondagi tholakpa lok tinna chingbasing phajanga doribani. Nushita yaramba amora kai singdo marks upadi hakchangna changakpadagi ngakthoktoine.
Adudi Thaza, ai marks amta upugige.
COVID-19 laichatagi thingnanaba chathokka matamda marks upiyu. Season nabiruraba disposable mask sing mafam chaba yenglaga mai thadopiyu natragana phumjinbiyu. Fina same sajaba mask sing oiragana nimit khudingi sulok samthokpiraba matungda da seasanabiyu.
Isagi mamal yamnaba punsibu kansi amadi atopagi punsibu khudongthiba sidagi ngakthoksi.
Welcome back after the break. India's COVID-19 tally stands at 71,75,881 with 55,342 fresh cases, while the number of people who have recuperated crossed 62 lakh. In metro cities, after initial upswing, the case trajectory is showing changes. While Delhi, Pune and Thane seem to be showing down, many cities such as Bengaluru, Mumbai and Kolkata continue to face the heat of infectious disease. Johnson & Johnson has temporarily paused its COVID-19 vaccine candidate clinical trials due to an unexplained illness in a study participant. The participant's illness is being reviewed and evaluated by an independent data and safety monitoring board as well as the company's clinical and safety physicians. In India, active COVID-19 cases stand at 8.61 lakh, while 61.49 people have recovered from the disease so far. India saw a single-day rise of 66,732 infections, which pushed India's cash load to 71.2 lakh yesterday. With 223 persons infected with COVID-19, Manipur's coronavirus total tally has spiked to 13,556 in the past 24 hours. The COVID-19 Command Control Room informed. The contagion claimed 2 more patients yesterday, taking the death toll to 93 in the state. The positive cases stand at 13,556, while the number of active cases is 2,756. So far, 10,707 have recuperated. The recovery rate has further improved to 78.98%. Manipuri Students Federation MSF today celebrated its 22nd Foundation Day at a community hall located at Kwakait Hill, Thaunawzam Lekai in Imphal. Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur COSEM Chairman Dr. Lamaba Mahindra, Poirei Leimarol Meira Paibi Apunba Manipur President Longzam Memchobe, Amuko President Fairoizam Nandoluwang, MSF President Sajad Bhuyamayum and others attended the function. A new souvenir of MSF was released on the occasion. Addressing the gathering, Dr. Mahendra said the National Education Policy (NEP) will bring sweeping changes in education in Manipur. He added that under NEP, different skill development courses have been included, which will help this solve unemployment problem in the state. Further, he appealed to the MSF to give more focus on education, which is considered as the backbone of a society. He informed that the National Education Policy will be implemented by 2022.
Akoi kutingma kusam nana saminasi ada ai sabaksu karimomba anda aigi presence or that some kind of contribution physical mental and whatsoever lay hena kan biragasu adu ningsing birau matam puna makta dakoi gi mating pangana ba sem sa na leiba adu gumba karekata amani.
Department of Relief and Disaster Management today observed the International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction 2020 at the First Manipur Rifles Ground in Imphal. Additional Chief Secretary of Relief and Disaster Management M.H. Khan, Relief and Disaster Management Director K.H. Layefi Rita, Relief and Disaster Management Deputy Secretary A. Sivdas Sharma shared the dais on the occasion. M.H. Khan underlined on the need of everyone to aware about pre-disaster and post-disaster management since Manipur is cited in disaster-prone zone. Around 80 personnel of Manipur Rifles, Police, National Disaster Response Force, SDRF and State Disaster Response Force took part in the program. Rescue and mock exercise was displayed during the program.
Disaster di yam lubanina. Disaster lakpa matung dadi amuk wai. Adu disaster laktringai da kari taubayai, kari section bayai, kari upay taubayai. Adu ki matung da disaster lakpa matung da so to minimize the damage di handanan nabagi dama kari taubayai. Adu di awareness marut panang da public da parja da stakeholder sing da pibayam darkar ni. Akhoi ki relief and disaster management ki department du yam macha department ni. Macha oirasu akhoi na stakeholder mayam da training piningai dum kanna honari adu ngasi ki numita akhoi na police ki kambusing oiro SDRF ki oiro NDRF ki oiro moi gi asida awareness program ma pigadabni adu ki matung da mock exercise su tawgani adu di yam harawe na ngasi karino asi ki program di yam maru oiba very important program ni haibata.
A man was arrested along with a stolen Royal Enfield Bullet by a team of Thobal Police Commando at Lilong. The vehicle was reportedly stolen from Thobal Bazaar. Acting on a tip-off, the commando team earlier in the morning launched a search operation in Lilong area when Parvesh, aged 20 years of Kiamgai Oinam Lokon Lilong ITI crossing was arrested. A report said the team later recovered the stolen vehicle from his possession. The arrested along with the bullet was handed over to Thobal Police Station for further legal action. International Peace and Social Advancement IPSHA Imphal today maintained that the already allocated site for the National Sports University falls under the Imphal West District and that it is pointless to deliberate on the location as it is clearly mentioned in the Gadget notification of Manipur government. IPSHA Information and Publicity Secretary S. Tombishana in a press release said that no ethnic groups should take personal interest in the upcoming National Sports University, which will be an asset for the whole state. As part of Jan Andolon campaign, the Youth Volunteers Association YVA Palil, Kaching District organized a COVID-19 Unlock Awareness Scooty Rally at Kaching today. Superintendent of Police Kaching District, Victoria Yankom flag off the rally held on the theme, Let's Fight Together to Contain Pandemic. SB Victoria and members of YVA Palil spread awareness at crowded places like Palil Bazaar, Kaching Bazaar, Wabagai and Sora Bazaar using loudspeakers. SP Victoria Yankom said that YVA organized the program to sensitize the public that the health department and police department alone cannot contain the coronavirus pandemic. SP Victoria also thanked YVA for organizing such awareness programs.
Wakanda na habit to kay thon da nang kali chit yaw ra yeng ngai na khaw yaw ra ga yeng le ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯣꯝꯗꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯠꯇ ꯃꯥꯁꯛ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯠꯇ ꯁꯦꯅꯤꯇꯥꯏꯖꯔ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯆꯠꯇꯧ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯣꯁꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯗꯤꯁꯇꯦꯟꯁꯤꯡ 6 ꯐꯤꯠꯀꯤ gap ꯂꯩꯒꯗꯧꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ environment ꯆꯠꯀꯗꯧꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯂꯥꯏꯟ ꯂꯦꯞꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯁꯨ ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩ 6 feet ꯍꯥꯞꯇꯣꯛꯀꯗꯧꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ habit ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯗꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯅꯤ.
PHC None under District Mental Health Program and DHS District Health Society None organized a community awareness program on health and psychological support during COVID-19 pandemic at Longmai 4 Peace Lane today. During the event, Lucy Kamei briefed the people about the signs of mental illness in adults. Lucy also urged the participants to avoid rumors, criticism and discrimination against COVID-19 patients. Lucy stressed on the need to take care of adults and help them in order to prevent suicidal thoughts. KZ Ngamngonrei BFM None PHC Jan Foon Gangmei, staff nurse, Asha workers, Anganwadi workers, local women attended the awareness program. Later, they distributed face masks to the attendees. Let's take another short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Chahi manga phobogi manungda leiba angangsingbu ORS zinc tablet amadi machal suba chinjaksing phajana pijabiduna diarrhea dagi ngakthokminarasi.
Karino ni mashi angangsina unglerisiba ngawrjale masiba
handakse Saba thakpa sangdaba makai mana ungi basibu kaidawra basanone wa ima manam nabiram gese nang kaidawra ge ima da hayo
kastongde ima
nati nangonda kanara kai tawra ge ima da tamo
kastongde ima ima honja tawdo dum jakro
Itu pun kamu lihat. Ini masalah personal problem orang ni. Angsi mah, lau saya tahu saya lau ni.
Asumna laithok tu na chat pagi mahutta.
Siapa kita lagi? Siapa kita mau kuilir sini? Hayo, paham dah hayo.
Kanagumba amabu pukning wakhalgi anaba leire haina chingnabirabadi tuminna leishinbiganu soidana hangbiyu nangbu kaidawrage aingonda tammu ishada natraga aigi imung manung marup mapangsingda pukning wakhalgi nungaitaba leirabadi health center da natraga district mental health program gi center singda chattuna tanabiyu.
Europe da Engineering Management PIZ amadi General Course tamningba mahiroi singidamakta scholarship 100% fangbada natana stipend oina 4.2 lakh fangbagi kudongchaba leiraba mahai tamfam singni loina na India amadi foreign lebak singda MBBS MD course na chingba kaya masu tamna bagidamak amadi education loan gi kudongchaba su pizari hena kupamorol gidamak contact obiro Fort With Global Consulting Private Limited North AOC K Grupat Infal contact number 6909374625
Ma, kaidawrage pairaga leiramisna.
Ho hospital da satlubane. Haksang si khara nungaitedana. OPT ga amata sangal hogde. Mina marol ama siliba. Nokpa sina karimta kanadi phola sida ungdun adum leidi sidi. Magi phola se thugai khibada soiro.
Eh, adugi oire.
Mobile paraga kanabadi am lawre siangangge. So, kita khungda thamuko.
Yamna tangai phadaba natradi yumdagi adum phone da doctor ga wari sanaraga tanaba yare ima.
Kamaina se nang suyango. Hambada isanjibini OPD application se Google Play Store dagi download tawrani. Adagi registration si namaga mobile number hapsilaga verify tawrani. Adagi anabagi maming matha hapani. Adagi doctor asangba amaga adum saksa unaraga wari sanaba yare.
Yam phaina dudia.
Se.
Ima kai kai nungai tabal lebege haibiyu.
Ibungo doctor, imagi kokse ngauri tawi. Saning thakning basu kaya phaude.
Adom smartphone da e-sanjeevani OPD application download tawbiduna natraga computer tablet sijinaduna e-sanjeevani opd.in da sangbiduna isagi yumda komna amadi lemna laying bayabagi khudong chabasi lawbiu.
Welcome back. People's Task Force for COVID-19 in collaboration with Imphal City Police Station organized an awareness program on COVID-19 at Khairamban Market in Imphal today. Taking part in the program, convener of People's Task Force for COVID-19, BK Moirangcha, expressed concern over the lack of precaution among the people as the state has already set in community transmission. BK Moirangcha appealed to the masses to follow SOP guidelines issued by the government, like wearing face masks, maintaining social distancing norms and frequent hand washing with soaps. He also urged all customers to wear face masks and maintain social distance.
Sathariba kogi hangdoriba sigumba lockdown gi sigumba hana lerambadagi huji hangdorok pasida miyam singa chisu maning tamna aikoi market ta thongnar ko matamda khangna physical distancing leiraktaba magi leiraba SOP miyam sing ngalak daba singina maram orakanda ngasi di community transmission gi thakta aduki matik wangna lae aduna maram orakanda aikoi miyam punamak aikoi section minasi amadi khangminasi haiba wafamsi thamjabaga loinana aikoi sigumba tungi mirol gi damakta kalong nabugi damakta aikoi na section ba haiba che tangai phade haiba wafam cha ai miyam puno ke wafam da people task force ki makai de gi city police ki makai de gi wafam singasi thamjari.
Volunteers of Relief Committee Against COVID-19 Hairok, under the initiative of Hairok MLA Dr. Thokchom Radheshyam, distributed rations to the COVID-19 affected families of Hairok Part 3 Ngarothel Lekai. Hairok Part 3 Pradhan N. Tangba Relief Committee Secretary and Hairok Jila Parishad member T. Nungshi Singh and members of Youth Brilliance Club Hairok were present. T. Nungshi said the people should not be panicked about COVID-19 and that the MLA has arranged 2 ambulances for emergencies. Recently, 13 people from Hairok Part 3 Ngarothel Lekai tested positive for COVID-19. The Assam government has issued guidelines for the celebration of forthcoming Durga Puja in view of the COVID-19 situation. Assam Health Minister Hemanta Biswa Sharma, speaking to media, said that the government has not imposed any ban in the celebration of Puja, but the organizers have to follow the government laid down protocols. He said that the Puja committees will have to take permission from the respective deputy commissioner for the celebration of the Puja. The minister also said that the members of the Puja committee and the priest will have to mandatorily undergo the COVID-19 test on Panchami and undergo the second test after idol immersion. Not more than 50 persons will be allowed in the puja pandals at any given time. The committee will have to ensure that the pilgrims should enter the pandal with proper hand sanitization, Sharma added.
On 15, Nagaland CM has called a meeting with all the social organization. I think that is a very important meeting because now people of Nagaland know what is the position of Government of India, and there are series of meetings have been conducted. Now we know each other position. I think things will be much better now, but that 15 meeting will be crucial. I have not seen the agreement, so and we are not negotiating the agreement. We are there only to see that there is a smooth sailing. I don't think that there will be any issue between the northeastern states because Government of India is taking all the northeastern states into confidence.
The autumn session of the Meghalaya Assembly would be held from November 5th to 12th. In all, there would be just 5 sittings of the House in which 2 days are reserved for private members' business and 3 for government-related businesses, a media report said. The opposition is likely to corner the government over the alleged issue of illegal coal trade continuing in the state. The Congress has raised the issue of illegal coal transportation before the media and has demanded an independent probe into the allegations. Former Meghalaya Chief Minister and opposition leader Mukul Sangma said that a cartel behind this illegal trade is out there to loot from the state exchequer. The Assam and Arunachal Pradesh governments have decided to maintain status quo and hold inter-state coordination meeting on a regular basis to resolve the decade-old border dispute between the two northeastern states. As per media reports, a range of important issues pertaining to border dispute were discussed by top officials of both the states in a high-level meeting at the Civil Secretariat in Itanagar yesterday. The top officials also agreed to address the issue of cases pending against government officials relating to border disputes at the earliest. India is likely to have a vaccine against the coronavirus disease COVID-19 by early next year, and it will possibly come from several sources. Union Health Minister Harsh Vardhan said in a meeting of the group of ministers today. According to the report, Vardhan said India is expecting vaccine early next year from maybe more than one source. The health minister added that the country's expert groups are formulating strategies to plan on how to roll out the distribution of the vaccine in India. The World Health Organization (WHO) chief scientist Soumya Swaminathan has also said that a vaccine will be ready for registration by the end of 2020 or early next year. Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top news headlines once again. Kids demand Prime Minister, Chief Minister to reopen schools. AMSU reiterates stance against collection of school fees. Assam Rifles nabs drug smuggler, sieges 13 kg of WY tablets. NSCN, IM and NNPG agree in principle to come together. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching Times of Manipur and good night.